So it's been a really busy year for all of us, as you know, with Ascension and working on our Ascension personally, working on, how our service is going to look because we've got our Ascension pretty well down pat. We're at a point now in our lives where we kind of understand the awakening process. We've woken enough people up. It's no point using our energies to continue waking people up. It's better to use that energy on yourself and your ascension and to work on a position of yourself and higher self. So, this is what I've been trying to get across with our service roles coming into play. I've been working very hard, a lot closely with you on your service role and how that's going to look. And it is confusing. I'm confused. I'm also in a state of, well, how's this going to look? When's my house going to sell? When am I going to be able to move forward? That kind of thing. And it can be very frustrating because you're not sure, you're waiting for things to happen. So the service role takes effect as of tomorrow, 22/12/22, and that's your higher self. So what happens is you slide into a different consciousness of how you provide service, not about enslavement and working and that matrix. It's the 22 portal 12 that takes you into a higher consciousness to deliver your service. So it's a really important portal next year. So the biggest part for me was, last year we did our ascension, we worked on our ascension, we did a lot of work with, doing our activations, working in our area of being better at what we're at, hi Nancy, hi hun, angel girl. So of course, last year was the Book of Soul Messages, that was birth. I still have 2, I think, of these left. So if you want 2, I've got 2 or 3, I think. So you could get this and I could do a deal with the new one. So that was Soul Messages. And that was a sort of a purple color connected to your ascension, to your third eye, to your awakening. And it was all part of my heritage of New Zealand, because that tree, that Pahudakawa tree, is in New Zealand. And so 2021, 2022 was really working on your ascension, because today here on the 21st is solstice. And that happened, that was the gateway 10 years ago when the whole ascension process started. And a lot of us started waking up more, a lot of us being aware of what was going on. And so that was our beginning of our ascension 10 years ago. As of tomorrow, we go into our higher consciousness for service. So again, that's why that book was really, really important. It's got the activations in it. It's got the channelings of how New Earth is going to look. It's got codes in it. It's got all the messages for New Earth, for activating land, wildlife, elementals, angels, flight, water, and that had New Earth in it. Didn't have as much colouring as the new book. So that was Soul Messages for last year and this year. So we really, these are textbooks as well as reading books. So you read them and then you work with them. You work with your ascension with Soul Messages. And then when we go into our service and higher self, you work with the new book. So that was Soul Messages. So you get an understanding of what I'm doing here. And they're made this size because you can fit them in your handbag and take them when you're doing activations, because as we go into our whole service roles, we'll be doing activations. We'll be working with people on one-on-one and people you come in contact with. So therefore you can fit them into your bag or carry them in a shoulder bag or something. So the new book, everyone, and I'm really, really excited and I'm really, really delighted to share it with you all. So it's called Guiding Light. So that's it there. And it's a little bit more, it's about the same size, I think. And it's illustrated by me. So it's got my art in it as well. Now, this is connected to your heart chakra being green. It's connected to your service role from the heart. And so that's why it's green. It's got the beautiful waterways on it where I do my lives from, where I walk around in the waterways. Hi, Kelly. It is. It's really, really beautiful. Really, really beautiful. And that's the back of it. So it's got an updated photo. Jeanette took that photo. It was off one of my videos, and she took it and she said, look at you, look at you. This is such a good photo. So thank you, Jeanette. It's on the back of the book now. It came up really good. It was taken on a computer. So that's the back of it. That's the front of it. And that's that beautiful waterways. As you open it up, you go straight to your page of copyright. It's got a picture of me in there. And then you go into about the cover. So it's all about the cover and the waterways and about Albert, the Sasquatch. There's a special thanks to you all. Special thanks to my soul family, to my soul tribe, to the collective and their energy work, to Source and for providing beautiful love light content, to Mama Bear for birthing me, to Johanna for providing support during my days of pain, to my niece Tracy for always supporting me. And then I've got why is it called Guiding Light, and I'm going to read you that. Guiding light. We are the guiding light. This is our role, to be found for those to ascend, to be inspiration, to provide guidance, counseling, love, healing, especially during times of uncertainty. We are the guides. Guides give information, truth, knowledge, wisdom, instructions. Guides understand. With compassion, guides know the compass of life. We are the light. Light is brightness that lets you see. We are activated, well lit. Light shines for those to find. Light comes from Source, pure Source, unconditional love. May this book be the guiding light for those that guide and give of service. May this book be light to all that handle it. May you all be truly blessed and abundantly happy. May New Earth be supported by guiding light. Ameria. So that's in the beginning, and that tells you why I called it Guiding Light. It's got a lot of depth to it. And then just recently we did the Sasquatch introduction meditation and beautiful Albert, which is all connected to Australia, waterways, heart chakra, higher self, service. The last sentence he said to me in that meditation, which made me cry, and I don't know why I called it Guiding Light. I was just channel, call it Guiding Light. He said, I'm your guiding light. And that's why it was called Guiding Light. And I already had the waterways picture on it. So it's all connected, guys, and a very high energy. It's got Cerberus Bay, it's got Master Orbit, it's got Mary Magdalene, it has messages from the Orions, from the Lyrians, it's got all our activations, it's got King David, it's even got beautiful Albert, the Sasquatch. It's got the section pages are like that. So the first one says messages. The feather is one of my drawings. And I've got little bookmarks, little cards that go in it with the feather on it. So the feather is coded with golden light energy for abundance for your service role. This really resonates with me because you taught us how to use our heart this year. Oh, you're welcome, hon. It's got some beautiful work in it. It's got all the activations we've been doing. It's got a bit about the Guardians, the Earth Guardians, Scarlet. It's got Noah. It's got Jack Frost, Mr. Sandman. It's got messages. It's got messages from Master Orbit, messages from Commander Usher. There's just so much in it. And then at the end, there's a blank page that I'll be writing a message to you all. So if you buy one, purchase one, I will be putting a message in the back, a channeled message for you, individual message. And there is actually a special message in the back to you all from me. I'm not going to read it because I want you to have a surprise and I'll probably cry. So that's it. Guiding light, guys. So you have soul messages, which is a bit bigger than guiding light. It's $25 plus postage. And I've got all the postage prices here if you want to. Yeah, you can see the difference in size there. Oh, I just did that too. There you go. There. So I've got all the postage prices here. It's $25. And as I said, you know, you just pay me through my PayPal like we have done in the past, and I send it out to you straight away. I'd like you to have it before your service starts because there's so much service work in there. And then I'll start on my Mama Post book for the children. Just sent through PayPal. Oh, thank you, hon. Okay, Kelly, so you've got an order too. This must feel such a completion for you. Wow, next house and off you go. Absolutely, hon. I am just so over the moon. I never ever thought I'd write a second book, let alone a third. And look how beautiful those waterways are. There's a special thanks to the waterways, and it says a special thanks to the Boondah Waterways for creating and reserving such a beautiful space of land that I call magic. So there's a whole lot of stuff in there that you don't know about that I've added, little bits and pieces, plus the beautiful little marks that I made. I did myself and went up and printed them off myself. They will be inside the book just too, so you would sit them in the book like that. Instead of a bookmark, you have a beautiful feather. So I will be sending them out as quickly as possible, and I can do everything online over Christmas. I can do all the immigration labels, and they go straight out when I take them up to the post office. I have the envelopes here ready to go. All I need to do is channel your message and send them out. So I'm really, really excited. And on the way to pick them up, I heard my mama bear saying to me, "I'm so proud of you." So I've managed to do 2, not 1. But I do still have, I still have 2 or 3 of this one as well. So if you haven't got either of them and you want both, this one's discounted at $18. So you get that one at 18 and that one at 25. All right. But, and I'll seal them up with a nice bow and everything because there'll be 2 of them together. So that's my book for 2023 service work. Many activations that we've done and more. I've got a couple of new ones in there. So you will be working with those all next year for your service role for activating. So it's really, really exciting. And as I say, I'll put a little special note in there to you all. So it's good to see that you like it. I'm really happy. The picture is beautiful. I actually took that photo. I took that photo when I was walking through. See the guiding light coming through the trees? That's what it's like down there. It's just magical. So I'm going to take it down and bless it over the weekend. So I'll do a live down there with my book, walking through the beautiful waterways. And I'm going to go show Albert and his family. Any questions, guys? Oh, thank you, Sharon. Green is my favorite color. Yeah, well, and that's why I've got my aventurine on today, because it's all connected to your heart chakra and your service roles. Whereas this, and actually, Sharon, you made me aware of that. You said you're doing chakra colors. I said, I am. That's your ascension through your third eye. And this is your heart. And the next one, I think, is going to be ruby pink. So you see, a lot of it is connected to the work that you're doing. And even the lady that I get them published with, she said, oh my God, we've got nothing like this. She said, she took a sample. She said, I need a sample to show people. She said, what an amazing textbook. And you can get it for your grandchildren too, because there's the story of the little guardians that come in at night and meet with you, and Scarlet. And then there's Jack Frost and the Sandman. So they're all in there. There's stories about them all. Oh, thanks, honey. Thanks, Angel Girl. Ah, they're so sweet, guys. Yeah, well, I was up the last 3 nights, getting them last week to 1 or 2 in the morning, because there's so much that I don't think people realize the work that goes into a manuscript. Now you know why the old-fashioned writers used to go away for 3 or 4 or 5 months and just write without any interference or anything, because it's the order. And like I said, you've got in there, what's the first section? Oh, the first section is blessings. Blessings, which is really beautiful. Second section is messages. And can't remember. And you've got to remember it's all channeled. That's the message from Mary Magdalene. Everything is channeled from a higher source. Master Orbit came up really, really good. He came up so good. I'm so proud of it. I can't believe that 18 months ago I was drawing stick men. And the next one is truth. And then after truth should be your activate. Even Scarlet came up so good. How good Scarlet came up. She came up so beautifully. The Hood Guardians, birth. And then the next one's activations. So, and then you've got a lot of activations in there. And I put the Lyrian codes in to be reactivated. Oh, and there's a little message, there's a special message in there for someone that I did for a while back, and I put it in there somewhere, but I'm not quite sure where I put it. Should be under messages. It's got the dream activation in here too, for those that are still trying to get in tune with your dream activation. There's all the clearing ones, there's all the service ones, they're all in one place and easy to carry around. So if you go visiting people, take it in your bag, because you never know what conversation you're going to get into, and you never know who you're going to be able to help. Whether it's got the Syrians, it's got the Lyrians. It's got lots of channelings, lots of channelings. Lots of channelings like that. Lots of councils. Oh, it's got Margot in it too. I forgot. I put Margot in there. My very first drawing of Margot and her ship when she came to visit. I forgot about that. You see, it's just as much a surprise for me as it is for you guys. It's got about the rainbow. It's got a section in it, messages of light. So there's a whole lot of different little messages of light in there. Every drawing in here is done by me. Everything is illustrated by me, except the photo, of course, and the dream photo. Everything else is done by me. Personally, on my little old-fashioned laptop that's starting to crash on me. Can't hear that. It's got the 12-12 activation and it managed to get that in, and I managed to get the Orion activation in it. So it's all in one place, guys. So all that work that you guys have been doing this year is in one place and ready for service next year. Thank you, Jeanette, for the beautiful photo that you took of me on my video. It's on there and it's in the front page. So do let me know, message me. I do already have pre-sale list here that I'll go through today. Glad you all love it. I'm glad you really think it's beautiful, because it is. It comes from heart, comes from source. I stand back when I channel, so it comes purely from source and of love. But I had that photo for a long time, and I always knew I was going to use it for my next book, because the waterways is so magical. It's just incredible. And it carries that energy. That's why I want to go down and activate it down in the waterways. So they're very similar, very sort of layout, very similar cover, just a little bit different from the back. One picture's different from the other, a bit of an update, you know, that kind of thing, but same kind of thing, textbook again. And you can't wait to get yours, Leah. I know. I was so excited when I picked it up. I was ripping the box open. I can't wait, can't wait. Just want to see how much different it is from Soul Messages. So, and it's beautiful talking about them. They have the most incredible energy, because you talk about soul messages. I'm always saying it's in Soul Messages. Now I can say it's in Guiding Light, your guiding light. How cool is that? So I hope you like the name. So yeah, that's it, guys. I just wanted to share that with you all. And tomorrow we have our 2212 activation for our higher selves, which I've started channeling, and we'll have that ready for tomorrow in our girl chat, so we can talk about the book more there. I just want you to see it, know it, and order it, because it's your work. This is what you've been doing. It's all in one book. It's our angels, it's our team of light, and it says on the front of it, channeled and illustrated by Maria Jorlin Carlini and the team of light. So all our teams. All right, guys, thanks so much. Look forward to hearing from you, receiving comments, and I'll send them out as soon as I receive payments from you. Take care, much love, light, many blessings to you. And once again, thank you for all your support.